Hey everybody, Chris here. So a pullback in Dogecoin and Bitcoin overnight. Is this profit taking or is there something else going on? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when the videos come out as well as when I do live streams. And on Wednesday evening, we were looking at heat maps. That's right. We were looking at all of the leverage sitting down there on both Bitcoin and Dogecoin. And with sort of the way the markets were looking, I'm calling for a dip, and that is what we got overnight, and it is still going on now. There are some target prices, though, for buying on the dips that I've identified. We'll get into that as well in this video. So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts on the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart, and we're down to 18.7. That's right, we had this 18.8 line, which used to be resistance. Dogecoin came above it, rechecked it as support, and moved up higher. We were over 20 cents yesterday, and then we started the pullback in the afternoon. And during the live stream, I mean, we were having a turnaround, and it was going up a bit, but I was like, not so fast, not so fast. And even though I do believe the overall market for Doge looks positive, and I am bullish in the long term, we'll talk about in a little bit. We'll just talk about why I am so bullish on Doge. But in the short term, we talked about this pullback coming, and here it is overnight playing out, and Bitcoin as well moving down now below 107 at 106.9, not quite to my target yet that we were calling for during the live stream. So all of that is playing out. ETH as well. ETH was doing great on a big run with big ETF inflows and all of that, but even ETH is dropping back down to 27.20 or so. So what's going on? Bitcoin, ETH, Doge could see profit taking even as macro conditions improve. The early signs of a local top as traders eye rotation and macro cues, despite optimism around ETFs, stablecoins, broader adoption, all of that, that's all good. But in the short term, and I don't even think it's profit taking. I mean, we look at Yahoo Finance, and I'm recording this pre-market. Let me refresh so we have the absolute latest numbers here. Before the stock market has opened, we're looking at S&P down 0.5%, Dow down 0.5%, NASDAQ down, Russell down. So they're all down, right? The Fed is edging Trump from the driving seat for stocks. So what's going on with the Fed? Interest rates in the United States have not been dropped yet, and I think that's still going to continue. The big beautiful bill is having a problem with the economics of it, the accounting of it not quite working out. You know, what's going on with the tariff still? That's big out there. What's going on with China? And that Zero Hedge says the combination of a disappointing U.S.-China deal so far. We thought it was good at first, and now people are unraveling it and looking at, is this really a good deal or not? Higher oil prices, new geopolitical risk unlocked. What's going on with Iran, right? Is there about to be some Israeli-Iran thing? So that's kind of weighing over things. Inability of mega cap tech to hold gains, particularly Apple. We talked about Apple stock yesterday and what's going on. We were having fun with Siri and all of it. Just Apple's not looking great right now. So all of that seems to be the combination that reverse stocks lower. Of course, there's always a narrative, right? And they make stuff up in order to fit their narrative, but they have to come up with something. Why is price going down, right? Why is price going down? Well, I know why it is. I mean, look, here's the heat map. We looked at this yesterday, and it's playing out exactly like I thought. This is on a 3-day looking at Bitcoin, and on yesterday we were like, look, this is gonna come down lower. It's gonna come down into the 106s, and I was even targeting down here, 106.5. Look at that. There's $150 million still. Some of that was closed. This was at $200 million yesterday. So some people are closing their bets because they think they're going to get liquidated if they can. So that was the target, and we're almost there. And that's when I was like, we're going to have to start getting ready with our dry powder here. And of course, I'm using my Megal profits, right? My Megal stock profits to buy more Doge. And here's this yellow line down here, 18.34 right there is the biggest remaining long leverage trades for Doge. And Doge is taking out the leverage as it's dropping down. A lot of liquidations, but here's the big one down here. So is there going to be, when the stock market opens at 9:30 East Coast time, are we going to see a bigger dip in crypto? And is that going to be the buying opportunity? I'm going to be watching for that dip. Of course, I could just buy right now, and that's a good price, right? It's a good price. 18.7, right? But I just think, I'm the trader in me is like, yeah, we're going to see a little bit bigger of a dip here. It's coming. Tiny Crypto says, look, Bitcoin, just a retest before liftoff. Textbook move after a breakout with BTC pulling back toward the key June level, 106,250. The key June level. I don't know what that is in terms of Ichimoku analysis. Does it have to hit that line right there on the pullback? Maybe. We'll see. But there is a pullback happening, though. And Trader Allen is like, Bitcoin has formed a bull pennant after a textbook retest action. It's still going on. Outlook is extremely bullish. Bitcoin target for bull pennant pattern is up at 167. 167. Of course, this is looking at the weekly, right? And it's way zoomed out. But again, still looking bullish going forward. Michael Vanderpop on ETH is like, normally ETH is just consolidating due to the fact that people are taking profits on their positions. It's like, no, nobody's selling their ETH right now. This is all this liquidation that's going on. And even in ETH too, we see it. We see it with ETH. Where's the target on ETH down here? It's at 2638. $2.8 million of leverage down here. And that's just on the 3-day. That's huge. So target prices are more based on that. But I get what Michael's saying here. If there's a little more consolidation taking place, great moment to be stepping in before the next leg upwards starts. So pullback, buy on the dip before moving forward. Trader Allen says, look, overall Doge zoomed out is still on a support upward trend line, although it's breaking down below that now, I believe. It has broken through that since he posted this. This was posted last night. So, but that's the pullback happening. But when we zoom out and look at the weekly, we're still looking at, Allen makes these beautiful colored charts. But I just don't see this big, huge run in Doge happening this summer. Again, this was last November, and that was the election, and Elon, and Doge, and all of that. And that's just not happening yet. So let's delay it. Let's delay it. It's going to happen. What's the big news today? House of Doge says, hey, feels like something big is coming. We're ready for tokenized LPs for exotic and collector cars, powered by Dogecoin, adopting Doge for transactions. What is this? This is MCQ Markets, and they've got this thing called the McQueen Garage for rapid collector car trades powered by the Dogecoin blockchain. This is cool. I mean, if you're into exotic, again, where these guys are starting, right? It's like, it's bourbon, right? It's exotic cars. They're going for this expensive market is where they're starting. I think we talked about in the live stream too. I think they need to target lower to get into like the Walmarts and the Amazons, or into the fast food like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Those are the partnerships they need. I guess these are easier for them to do, but this is cool. It's like not only accepting Dogecoin as payment, but actually real world asset, right? Tokenizing it on the Dogecoin blockchain. That's very cool. That's very cool. So using the Dogecoin blockchain. How many times have you seen that, right? Using the Dogecoin blockchain. That's what's coming. And we know the ETFs are out there. We looked at this before. Dogecoin, again, October 17th is the final SEC deadline day. That's the whole 240 days. Some people are saying, oh, June 15th, if Dogecoin ETF isn't approved June 15th, it's going to be terrible. I'm just like, no, look at the bigger picture. It's 240 days. It's going to be October. That's what I've been saying. So let's do our trading here and there. Let's look for the dips. Buy on the dip opportunities as they come. It's not profit taking. This is all taking out leverage and looking for those little bits of news that the market makers can then pounce on and drive prices lower to take out that leverage trading. That's what's going on. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about profit taking? Are you selling right now at 18 cents? You don't sell on the red candles. You sell on the green candles when it's going up. But hey, that's not financial advice. That's just how I trade. Give the video a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.